The world will soon witness the longest partial lunar eclipse after 580 years on November 19. The duration of this partial lunar eclipse will be 3 hours, 28 minutes and 24 seconds. This is what makes it the longest in 580 years. The last time a partial lunar eclipse of this length occurred was on February 18, 1440. So, before we explain what a lunar eclipse is and how it occurs and how it is different from a solar eclipse, we request you to please subscribe to our channel, The Vocal News. So first of all, we need to understand what an eclipse is. In short, an eclipse happens when a planet or a moon gets in the way of the sun's light. On Earth, we experience two kinds of eclipses, solar eclipses and lunar eclipses. During an eclipse, two shadows are cast. The first is called the umbra, while the second one is called the penumbra. So let's understand these two definitions in simple words. The umbra is the inner region of a shadow, while the penumbra is the outer region. As you can see in the picture, the shadow region is called the umbra, where the light is blocked, while the outer region is called the penumbra, where partial light falls. So in case of a penumbral lunar eclipse, the Earth doesn't completely block the sunlight for the moon because the sun, the Earth and the moon are imperfectly aligned. Now let's understand what a solar eclipse is. A solar eclipse happens when the moon gets in the way of the sun's light and casts its shadow on Earth. That means during the day, the moon moves over the sun and it gets dark. Our moon doesn't shine, it reflects. The sunlight illuminates the moon. When sunlight hits off the moon's far side, it is called a new moon. When sunlight reflects off the near side, it is called a full moon. The rest of the month we see parts of the daytime side of the moon or phases. There are 8 phases. New moon, waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, third quarter and waning crescent. A lunar eclipse occurs when the Earth comes between the sun and the moon, blocking the sunlight falling on the moon. Now, let's understand the difference between a lunar eclipse and a solar eclipse. During a solar eclipse, the moon comes between the sun and the earth and blocks the sunlight for earth. On the other hand, when the earth comes in between the sun and the moon and blocks the sunlight for the moon, it is called the lunar eclipse. Another difference is that a lunar eclipse occurs during the night while a solar eclipse occurs during the day. There are 3 kinds of lunar eclipses: a total, a partial and a penumbral lunar eclipse. A total lunar eclipse occurs when the inner part of the Earth's shadow, that is, the umbra, falls on the moon. In a partial lunar eclipse, only a part of Earth's shadow covers the moon and it never reaches a total phase. As explained earlier, in a penumbral lunar eclipse, only the outer shadow of the Earth, that is, the penumbra, falls on the moon. So, you must be wondering why we don't have a lunar eclipse every month. It's true that the moon goes around Earth every month, but it doesn't always get in Earth's shadow. The moon's path around the Earth is tilted compared to Earth's orbit around the sun. So, this is the reason why eclipses don't occur every month. If you found this video informative, please share it with your friends, drop a comment, like and subscribe to our channel, The Vocal News. You can also follow us on Facebook and log on to our website www.thevocalnews.com for latest news updates.